Right, okay, so we're at this stage now of the rubber paint on this Buttpad. Basically this is 3 layers placed on with a toothpick to get in all the nooks and crannies. Quite thick layers, and the idea is that I'm going to be able to sand this back and fill all the gaps. I don't know how successful it will be, we'll soon find out. I'm using this stuff, Rust-Oleum Leak Stop Matte Black. I don't know if you get it in any other colours or not. Okay, I'm not going to obviously match the red brick colour of the original Buttpad. But it's a rubberised paint, and I've got it in a spray form so I can dab it on, and then once I've knocked it back with some wet and dry paper or something, hopefully it does the job, and then I can just give it a couple of coats all over the whole thing, a rubberised layer, which hopefully will be durable enough. It's just a little idea I've had. I'm hoping it works. We'll see. Basically, my reason for doing this is because I have this old Buttpad from 1970 off an old Diana air rifle, and you can't get a replacement Buttpad, well, not that I've been able to find. The usual places, Chambers, don't do them. This is over in the UK. I'm not too sure where else in the world, but over here I can't seem to get hold of one. So this is where I came up with the idea of trying this sort of this rubberised paint to try and do a repair. Got nothing to lose. It looked an absolute mess, so I'm sure it's not going to look any worse when I'm finished. It might look a bit rough now, but I think I've got hopefully enough to have filled in the valleys, the gaps and the dints and the dings or whatever. And when I sand it back, if there's still some areas that are a bit still a bit holy, I'll just come back and put a bit more paint on it. And then, as I say, once I've sanded it back and so I'm happy with it, I'll just give it a final couple of coats all over the whole Buttpad with the spray can, so I'll get a nice finish hopefully. Anywho, the next time I'll be hopefully sanded back, and we'll see what it looks like then. Okay, thanks. Right, okay, I've started to sand this now. As you can see, the gaps, dings, gouges, whatever you want to call them, are all filling in nicely, and it's coming off reasonably good. I've used a 240 aluminium oxide wet and dry paper, sorry, to do this. Wrapped it round at the end of a file, so you've got a nice flat surface so you can shape and keep it smooth without gouging into the delves that you're trying to get rid of. So keep it on a flat surface and then just work your way and smooth it like that. And it's given me a reasonable result. I might have to, at this section here, go over with a bit more of the rubber paint to build that up, because it's a touch still there that needs to be filled in. I haven't touched the other side as of yet. I've got a large drill bit and just gently with my fingers, just gently run it around inside where the screw heads go, where the screws go, just to try and tidy it up a little bit. And then hopefully once that's all done, I can spray it with about 3 light coats of the spray can rubber paint, and that'll just make it all uniformed. Should get out any help with any fine cracks, marks. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with this ribbed bit here. It's probably seen better days, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with that. I'll just probably put, like I say, the spray paint over it a little bit, and hopefully it'll get out the very fine marks and smooth it out a little bit. Obviously it's not going to spray the whole ribs out, and I don't want to do that anyway. Just that's the only bit that I can't really do a lot with, I don't think. but I'm sure it'll look okay at the end. And once I've sanded it all off and I'm ready to spray, I'll do another little part of it. Thank you. Okay, that's it sanded down now, and I'm reasonably happy with it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3 light coats of spray paint now, and see what the end result is. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll look. It should look $1 million compared to what it did. It's not going to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect, but what can you do? I think it'll give this. It's going to rejuvenate this butt pad for the old Diana and look pretty respectable. Okay, I'll be back once I've sprayed it. Right, so here we are after 3 coats of the spray rubber paint. As you can see, it's given a slight texture to it. I can only assume it's because the paint's quite thick, so the nozzle can't give it as fine a mist as I'd like. Slight bit of annoyance, but I think I'll address it with some 1200 wet and dry, some very fine wet and dry. Just give it ever such a light rub, and then possibly maybe just a little bit of beeswax, just to sort of buff it up at the end. Hopefully that'll just smooth that texture off a bit. It's a bit of a shame, but it's probably, you know, it's nothing you can do about it. Like I say, the paint's particularly thick, so the particles can't get as fine when it's been sprayed. It's the way it is. But yeah, I mean, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's just an added process that I wasn't foreseeing. Anyways, I'll get back to you with the next part. Right, here we go. This is the last part of the film, and I've left it like this, slightly I don't know, dappley effect. I don't know what would be the best way to describe it. And I've put a couple of layers of wax polish on there and buffed it up, and it's give it like a sort of a leather effect actually, which is quite in keeping with the age of the rifle, the 1970 Diana rifle. And it looks 10 times better than it did. Yeah, I think I proved the theory works. Bit more time and effort with the prep and the finish, you could get I'm sure you could get a very, very good finish from that with just a bit, like say, a bit more time and effort. But that's it anyways. Thank you.